So, bago tayo dumako sa another new topic, sagutan na muna natin yung problem set number 3 na activity nyo or assignment nyo noong isang araw. Okay, so para makamove on na tayong lahat. Char. So, ito yung problem set number 3. Sana nasagutan nyo rin because I will show you naman the solution. So, for this is two problems, and the first problem states that the gate below is used to hold the seawater in place and it is 2.5 meter wide, hinged at point A, resting against a smooth wall at B. Compute letter A, the total force on the gate due to seawater, letter B, the reaction at B, and letter C, the reaction at hinge A. Neglect the weight of the gate. So, as you can see from the figure, already nakalagay na yung kanyang free body diagram. So, therefore, kailangan na lang nating hanapin yung mga values or magnitude ng iba't ibang forces na yan. So, wait lang. Ayan. As you can see, meron na ditong F. This is the hydrostatic force. Tapos reaction at B kasi sabi dito resting siya at a smooth wall at B. So nagkaroon siya ng horizontal reaction. And then kapag dating mo kay A, meron naman siyang hinge. So hinge connection, therefore meron tayong horizontal and vertical na reactions. So yung kulay red na yan ang ating iisa-isahin. Okay, para sa ating problema. So, let's proceed first. So, ano ba yung una? The total force on the gate due to seawater. So, this total force on the gate ay tinatawag rin nating total hydrostatic force. So, from the past lecture, so we know that force F is equal to the gamma H bar and A. So, yan lang talaga yan. So, for letter A, hanapin lang natin si total force F. And paano ba natin nahanapin yon? So, isulat ko na muna itong given. So, given, we have unit weight. What is the liquid that is that is given in the problem? The unit weight, the liquid is seawater. So, therefore, kailangan natin hanapin ang unit weight niya using the formula of specific gravity multiplied by the unit weight of corresponding water. So, Sg by 9.81. So, ito na yung kanyang total na unit weight. Sandali, sa calculator ko. Get your calculators ready and your everyday life. So, ayan, i-multiply ko na para mas simplified. So, 1.03 by 9.81. The answer for unit weight is 10.1043. That is kilonewton per cubic meter. So, unit weight meron na. Okay na. Next, what we have to find is, unahin ko yung area kasi mas madaling intindihin yung area dyan. So, this is your, saan yung pointer ko? Ayan. So, this is your rectangular gate. Itong A to B, that is naka-inclined na rectangular gate. So, kung titingnan mo siya sa side view, ganire ang kanyang itsura, So, this is A, this is B. Pero kapag tiningnan mo siya harapan, or yung front view niyan, front view na tong nakikita natin actually sa screen. Pero when we say side view na lang, so side view, the itsura of that is like this. So, rectangular gate lang naman yan. So, this is your B, tas ito yung A, top and bottom. Ano pa? Ano nakalagay dito? The gate below is 2.5 meter wide. So, ito na yung tinatawag nating width niya. 2.5 meters. Tapos, ano yung binigay na height niya? So, ang height mo dyan, or itong part na to from B to A, is the inclined distance between B and A. So, hindi pa siya given, pero meron tayong clue kasi binigyan tayo ng dimension, the vertical and the horizontal dimension. So, 2 and 3. That is simply para ka lang nagtitreat ng triangle. Excuse me. So, parang triangle. Meron ka ditong vertical na 2 meter, tapos meron kang horizontal na 3 meter. Therefore, what is the hypotenuse? That is, perpendicular to the direction. So, perpendicular yan. Di pwede mo makuha agad yung hypotenuse, no? So, square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared. Ayun. I-simplify ko muna as square root of 30. So, therefore, itong part na to na nakikita nyo, itong paslant, sundan nyo yung kulay yellow. Yan. Yan ang ating distance from B to A. So, ito. Yan. Dito ko na lang siguro. So, square root of 13. Dito ko rin lagay. So, square root of 13 is square root of 13. Siya. Hypotenuse lang yan. Okay? So, ano pa? Adi, anong kailangan kong gawin? Bakit ko kinuha yan? Kasi nga, kukunin ko yung area nitong rectangular gate na facing this side. So, ibig ko sabihin, itong 2.5 by square root of 13 or ano ba to? 3.6 meters. So, 3.6 by 2.5, that is the area of your rectangular gate. No. Okay, so sa makatuwid, 2.5 meter by the square root of 13. That is also meter. So, kunin ko na lang din siguro. So, 2.5 by square root of 13. Your answer should be 9.0138. Pero yung kanyang decimal, fractional form is 5 square root of 13 over 2. Sulat ko na lang dito ng buo para wala akong namimiss na value ng decimal point kasi mas malaki yung ating discrepancy sa final answer kapag hindi tayo nag whole number. So, yan. Ganyan. Ano pang kulang natin? The kulang pa here is, syempre, H bar. So, saan na natin kukunin si H bar? Recall that the H bar, kulayan ko siya kaya ng kulay yellow or red na lang. So, yellow. So, H bar is simply the location from the center of gravity of the plane surface projected vertically. So, from here back and then papunta ka doon. So, that is your H bar. Projected mo siya vertically so hindi mo na kailangang mag-incline distance whatsoever. You just have to find ano ba yung location ng CG na to. So, so meron ka dito 5 meter yung total ng height tapos ang given na height is 2 meter. Therefore, may nawawalang height. Ano yun? So, 5 minus 2 meter, andito na, sinulat ko na 3 meter. Kasi, ito lang din naman yung total height, geometry na lang yan, plus minus. So, 3 plus 2, 5 meter. So, isang factor yan. Tapos, paano natin malalaman yung location naman ng center of gravity projected vertically? Ganyan. So, projected vertically, meaning hindi mo kailangan i-consider yung inclination. Titingnan mo siya as if tumitingin ka lang ng diretsuhan. Gets? So, kung titingnan mo tong inclined distance na to, nakaganto siya. Ang tutok ng iyong mata dito lang sa center of gravity projected vertically. So, ibig sabihin, vertically. So, mula dito, ganyan. And may napansin nyo, the projection of that is height over 2 of this gate. Vertical, we are talking about vertical distance. And what is that vertical distance? So, that is 2 meter dito. Kinuha natin kanina yung square root of 13 to represent the length of the hypotenuse para makuha natin yung area. Pero when we talk about height, so, may measure mo lang siya ng diretsuhan. So, wala kang i-consider na inclination. So, kung titingnan mo siya from the side view, diretso, so, ang mapoproject mong height is 3 meter plus 2 over 2. So, ibig sabihin, ang h bar mo dyan is 3 meter, itong measurement nitong water surface hanggang dito sa may smooth wall B, plus what is now your center of centroid measured from B to CG, that is projected vertically, so 2 over 2. Saan galing yung 2? Dito ayan. So, kung i-measure mo siya, kalahati niyan. Kasi 'di ba ang centroid naman talaga ng rectangle is matatagpuan sa gitna ng kanyang height. So, in this case, kasi nga vertical projection lang tayo, so mag-focus ka sa 2 meter. At ang 2 meter na yan ang ating so, yun yung maganda sa H-bar. Vertical projection lang siya. So, 3 plus 2 meter, that is 1 meter plus, so 4 meter ang ating H4. So, kompleto na tayo ng component nitong F is gamma H bar A. Pwede ko na siyang i-substitute sa value ng ating nakuha kanina. So, gamma is 10.1043 kilonewton per cubic meter, multiplied by the H bar is 4 meters, multiplied by the area is 5 square root 13 over 2. 5 is square root of 13 over 2 m is squared. So, unit analysis, m squared multiplied by m is m cubed divided by m cubed. So, ang matitira mong unit is kilonewton. And the final answer for this one is equal to 10.1043 by 4 by 5 is square root of 13 over 2. Final answer, nakuha nyo ba? 364.32, that is kilonewton. That is the answer for letter A. The total force on the gate due to seawater. So, yan po yung sagot. Okay, letter B naman, ang hinahanap kasi natin is the reaction at B. So, zoom kong konti. Ayan. Itong kulay red na nakikita nyo. Ay, wait lang. Yung pointer ko nawawala. Ayan, so, the reaction at B here at the smooth wall. So, nagkaroon kasi siya ng reaction dyan. So, hanapin natin yon. Paano natin hahanapin yon? Pwede kasi tayo mag-summation ng moment at A. Kasi sa A, walang nare-resist na moment. So, the moment there is equal to 0. Then, using the component of RP times yung moment arm 2 meters, tapos si force F also will also create a rotation about A. So hanapin din natin yung moment arm ni F. So in equation form sa makatuwid, moment at A is equal to 0, and then what is the components of that moment? So we have here reaction B or RB, itong horizontal force na ito, multiplied by the moment arm. Ano ang moment arm niya? That is the perpendicular perpendicular distance nitong B papunta kay A. So ayan na, from the figure you can see here that is 2 meters. So RP by 2 meter, yun lang naman yung yung kanyang moment, no? So pag ganun yung rotation, minus. So, sign convention, papunta dito yung rotation mo at B. Ito namang F, tutulak naman siya papunta rito. So, clockwise and then counterclockwise. So, minus na yung isa. Minus F multiplied by yan lang. Nawawalan pa tayo ng isa pang variable. Ito kasing F is located syempre at the center of pressure. So, CP. Ngayon, ang hinahanap natin na moment arm naman is the perpendicular distance from F to A, no? So ito, yan. Hanapin pa pala natin yan, hindi pa tayo tapos. So can I say that this is also YB para may resemblance dun sa mga previous nating problem, kasi from the bottom tayo lagi kumukuha ng distance, no? So yun na yung y's of b ko. So YB is equal to 0. So kanina nakuha ko yung force. Ano na nga yung force natin? 364, no? 364.32, that is kilonewton. Wala pa tayong RB kasi yun nga yung hinahanap natin. Ang kailangan pa nating factor is YB. Paano natin kukunin lugod yung YB na yan? Oho, edi from the principle of the location of the center of pressure, Y's of P, YP is equal to Y bar plus IG over AY bar. Tuom ko na tong formula na to, pero intindihin natin sa figure kung asan ba yan. So DYP is the projected or inclined distance from the center of pressure up to the water surface. So kung project ko siya dito, imaginary line papunta ron, ito yon, napakahaba, no? Y's of P. Now ano naman dito yung Y bar? Y bar is simply the location of the center of gravity, CG, to the water surface. So from here to here, ito naman yung ating Y bar. Ngayon, itong IG over AY bar is also known as our eccentricity. So E, itong part na yan. Nakita nyo yung resemblance? Ganto kasi, eccentricity plus Y bar is equal to Y's of P. San galing? O the eccentricity, the distance from center of pressure to center of gravity, that is E plus Y bar. So, ibig sabihin, from center of pressure up to the water surface, yan, YP mo yan. And geometrically speaking, E plus Y bar is YP. And in equation form, Y bar, ito yan, IG over AY bar, ito yan. Diba? Yun ang relationship ng eccentricity and the location of the center of pressure. No? Bakit ko sinabi na eccentricity to? Kasi kung i-recall mo ulit sa figure, the location of eccentricity is between center of gravity, centroid, to the center of pressure. Yan. Plus Y's of bottom, so measured from center of pressure to the bottom A of the gate, that is also equal to your length divided by 2. No? So, kung tingnan mo siya from the figure, ito yung center of pressure, center of gravity, sorry. So center of gravity kasi gitnang-gitna, no? Project mo siya dito. So the location of the center of gravity is simply yung gitna, syempre. So kung ito yung ating kanina nakuha ko na, no, na square root of 13, therefore the location of centroid to this part is kalahati. So 13 over 2 projected dito kung nakapatihaya, kung naka side view ka na, so 13 over 2, pero dito naman sa yung vertical niya, no? So vertical kanina is yung 2 over 2, so 1 meter siya, nagigets. So CG mo is 13 square root of 2, so perfectly naman yan, equal by part. So 13 over 2 for a total of 13, and then dito somewhere below niya is the center of pressure, yung location nga ng force. Tapos itong CG and CP meron niyang tinatawag na eccentricity, and then ang hinahanap talaga natin, ang goal natin na mahanap is the distance from the bottom to the center of pressure, kasi nga magkikreate tayo ng moment R. So ang moment R ni F is F by Y's of P. and nakita nyo na yung resemblance. There, equate ko siya from L over 2 is equal to the eccentricity plus y sub b. And what is the formula for eccentricity? Eccentricity is this part. So can I say that that is already Ig over ay bar plus yb is equal to L over 2. Di madali na, no? Mas napasimple natin ang buhay-buhay. So, E plus YB, L over 2. Kasi centroid to this part. So, kalahati yan ng total length na I think is square root of 13. Ayun. So, therefore, the length here na kinoconsider natin is the hypotenuse. So, 13 is square root of 2. Is square root of 13 over 2 is equal to, ano yung IG? IG is the yung rectangular na property ng gate. So, IG, without looking at your module, dapat alam nyo na yan, BD cube over 12. IG pa lang yan. And then, the area is base times height. So, BD. And then, Y bar is, ayun, wait lang, plus YB. YB is still ano, no? So, interpret ulit natin itong figure. So, from the figure, we have Y bar measured from center of gravity to the topmost layer. So, magkaka-create ka dyan ng similar triangle. So, Y bar. And then, what is this height? Unawain natin dito sa figure. So, from Y bar, CG mo ang reference. So, kung magka-create ka dyan ng triangle, ito yung triangle na tinutukoy ko. So, yan. Yan, perfecto. Ito yung Y bar. Y bar, ito yung height. Paano natin malalaman ngayon yung height na yan? Diba? The center of gravity. So, kalahati niyang vertical projection na yan. That is 2 divided by 2. So, may 1 meter. And then, yung remaining ng 5 saka ng 2, diba kanina 3 meter. Ito lang din yan, yung H bar na tinutukoy ko. So, pinakomplika ko pa, no? Pero H bar is the projected vertical distance na nga. So, ito yung H bar mo, ito yung Y bar. H bar is, I think, 3 plus 2 over 2, so 4 meters. Ito. Ngayon, anong connect nun? Similar triangle nga. So, Y bar yan, H bar yan. Tapos, pagdating mo dito sa triangular gate, rectangular gate. So, ito yung square root of 13. Tapos, ano yung height nun? 2 meter, no? So, ito yung square root. Ayan, square root of 13 and then 2 meter height. Similar triangle, no? Property. Y bar. Hypotenuse over H bar is equal to, hypotenuse is 13 over 2 and H bar is 4 meter. Therefore, Y bar is 4 times square root of 13 over 2. So, Y bar is, I think, 2 square root of 13. So, i-direct ako na, no? Okay, lagay ko dito. Mas maganda to kung na-drawing nyo sa sarili ninyo mga bahay para mas na-imagine. So, yun, by similar triangle, we get Y bar over H bar is equal to square root of 13 over 2. Dito lang din yan, no? Galing. And then, Y bar simply equal to 4 square root of 13 over 2. So, ano to, no? 4 meter. Di yun na. Nakuha na natin yung location ng Y bar. So, pwede ko na siyang i-substitute ulit dito. So, 13 over 2 is BD cube over 12. Ano yung B? B is the base, no? So, 2.5 meter. 2.5 meter yung width. Height mo or depth mo is square root of 13. So, 3 over 12 over 2.5 by square root of 13 by Y bar. So, 4 square root of 13 over 2 is equal to YB. So, YB is nawawala. Yun na nga yung moment arm. So, equating that, we have square root of 13 over 2 minus 2.5 by square root of 13 raised to 3 over 12 divided by 2.5 by square root of 13 by 4 square root of 13 over 2. So, yan na yung total. YB is equal to 1.65 meters. And that is your moment arm. No? So, from this one, yung sabi kong summation of moment, so substitute ko na siya direkta dito. Para RB na lang yung kulang natin. So, shift store to B ko na muna. So, X times 2 minus 364.62 times 1.65 is equal to 0. So, shift solve. The value now of RB is equal to 301.02 kilonewton, and that is the final answer for the reaction at B. For the last letter na tinatanong C, the reaction at hinge A. So, reaction at hinge A. So, sulat ko na lang. So, reaction at A is what? So, nakuha na natin yung lahat ng forces along B, along F. So, ang tinatanong is along A. Paano yan ngayon? So, nag-summation kasi tayo ng moment para makuha natin yung RP. Ngayon, using also equilibrium of forces, diba? The summation now of forces of X is what? And the summation of forces along Y. Kasi meron tayong mga vertical component, diba? So, ibig sabihin, hanapin natin to para makuha natin yung RAX and si RAY. Now, kapag nakuha na natin si RAX and si RAY, gagawin natin siyang resultant force. So, yung resultant force niya, that is the square root of, syempre, RAX squared plus RAY squared. Dami, no? So, unahin natin na muna si summation of forces along X. So, summation of forces along X is equal to 0. Ano to equilibrium equation. So, lahat nung may X component ay ating i-add dito sa equation. So, taking positive direction na papunta dito. So, we say RAX is positive plus F. So, as you can see here in the figure, F is medyo inclined. Grabe. So, F is inclined at a direction that is like this. So, kung ito yung tinitake natin as x-axis and then your y-axis. So, meron siyang inclination si F. So, yung F kasi naka-incline siya. So, magkakaroon siya ng angle of inclination with respect to AB. So, for example, this is your gate AB. So, ito yung theta na na-create niya, no? So, ito yung 2 meter height, ito yung 3 meter. So, the angle here is theta. Therefore, pag with respect to this plane AB, ang na-create niya na angle is this theta also. So, ano na lang to review on the property of angles. So, can I say also that from this point to this point, this is your theta? Ibig sabihin, i-zoom in ko siya dito. Papunta taking this as i-transfer ko yung kanyang plane X dito. So, theta to. Tapos, ito yung plane Y. So, X, theta, theta. Ayun. So, dito ko pwedeng ilagay yung direction ng theta. Nagets? Property to ng no, not here, but here. Property to ng angle or trigo. So, kapag magkukuha tayo ng X component ni F, magkakaroon tayo ng ganito. Parang resultant kasi yung F, ang nangyayari parang resultant na yung f. Tapos yung vertical component fy mo ay ito. Tapos yung horizontal component mo ay ito. Tapos with respect to theta, ibig sabihin sin theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So ano ba? Ay hindi, cosine, no? Cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent mo is fy and then hypotenuse mo is f. So ayun. So fy is f cosine theta. Tapos yung fx mo naman is equal to sin naman. So sin theta is opposite. Parang triangular method baga pag nakukuha tayo ng resultant. So ito yung f, ito yung force y, tapos ito naman yung force x. No? Kasi ito yung theta mo. So theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So sin theta. Sin theta is fx over f. Siya. Itong mahalagang dalawang to. Theta. Tapos paano natin makukuha yung angle of inclination? So angle of inclination is ito from the 2 meter saka 3 meter similar triangle. Sin theta is opposite over hindi, tangent. So tangent theta is TOA, opposite over adjacent. So arctangent ng 2 over 3. So theta mo dyan is arctangent of 2 over 3. That is 33.69 degrees. Theta. From here from this figure, as you can see, niro-rotate ko yung ano ko. So, shift store ko lang siya sa F para di mawala. So, yung taking the horizontal component of F, we have here, direction niya is paganto. So, along this one, that is a positive sign. So, positive fx. Fx is f sin theta. Now, ano pang may component mo dyan? Ng horizontal, di ba RB? So, RB mo naman nakasalungat, papunta siya dito sa kaliwa. Kaliwa. So, that is negative convention of side. So, negative RB is equal to 0. And we have here F. F is 364.32. Sine of, ano yung sine? 33. So, sine 33.69 degrees. Tapos RB mo, nakuha natin kanina. So, 301.02. Ang natira natin, nawawala is RAX. So, taking this equation, nakasubstitute na ano. So, x plus 364.32 sine 33.69 minus 301.02 is equal to 0. We now get the final answer. Ay, hindi pa final. Semi-final answer of 98.94 kilonewton for RAX pa lang. Ay, sorry. So, for RAX pa lang yan. Ay, nawala tuloy. So, RAX is 98.94. That is kilonewton. We still have to find for RAY. So, summation naman ng forces along Y is equal to 0, taking positive as the upward force. So, ibig sabihin, ang meron tayong component ng vertical is from RAY, saka yung vertical component ng F. Si RB naman kasi completely horizontal lang siya, no? Kaya wala na tayo dyang Y, FY. So, ibig sabihin, RAY positive force minus. Bakit minus? Kasi pababa yung force ni F, no? So, taking positive as papunta doon. Tapos si F naman pababa. So, negative. F, ano yung F natin kanina? F is equal to, Fy is equal to F cosine theta. So, F cosine theta is equal to 0. And we got already F, no? So, F is 364.32 cosine theta. And ano na lang nawawala? RAY, no? So, RAY therefore is equal to 364 cosine 33.69 degrees. Ayun. So, nakuha nyo rin, 303.13. That is kilonewton. So, we have a vertical component and horizontal component to finally get the resultant force of RA. Reaction at A, we get RAX squared plus RAY squared. That is square root of 98.94 squared plus 303.13 squared. The final answer is equal to the square root of answer squared plus 98.94 squared. So, ano yan? 318.87 kilonewton. Summation lang to ng moment ha. Moment, forces. So, review on your static of rigid bodies application. So, that's it.